Welcome to Equestria. Did you know? The oldest known color on Earth is bright pink. Scientists discovered 1.1 billion-year-old pink pigments in ancient rocks beneath the Sahara Desert. How colorful is your vocabulary? Test your color knowledge with this fun and challenging quiz. Select the color that doesn't belong. "20 sets of 4 colors. 5 seconds each." Are you ready? Let's get started. Which is the odd one out? Tangerine, violet, amethyst, or indigo?
The answer is tangerine.
That's correct. Tangerine is not a shade of purple. Which is the odd one out? Umber, carmine, cafe au lait, or hazel?
The answer is carmine.
Well done. Carmine is not a shade of brown. Which is the odd one out? Carnation, cerise, pink, or indigo?
The answer is indigo.
You're right. Indigo is not a shade of pink. Which is the odd one out? Maize, gold, taupe, or jasmine?
The answer is taupe.
You're awesome. Taupe is not a shade of yellow. Which is the odd one out? Sandy, burgundy, carroty, or ginger?
The answer is burgundy.
Excellent. Burgundy is not a shade of brown. Great start. Keep it up. Let's go. Which is the odd one out? Emerald, teal, ash, or eucalyptus?
The answer is ash.
That's correct. Ash is not a shade of green. Which is the odd one out? Bay, taupe, peridot, or umber?
The answer is peridot.
Well done. Peridot is not a shade of brown. Which is the odd one out? Pewter, grenadine, silver, or platinum?
The answer is grenadine.
You're right. Grenadine is not a shade of black. Which is the odd one out? Pistachio, celadon, ginger, or mint?
The answer is ginger.
You're awesome. Ginger is not a shade of green. Which is the odd one out? Chartreuse, tan, khaki, or oatmeal?
The answer is chartreuse.
Excellent. Chartreuse is not a shade of brown. You're on a roll. We're halfway there. Let's go. Which is the odd one out? Beige, magnolia, almond, or pistachio?
The answer is pistachio.
That's correct. Pistachio is not a shade of white. Which is the odd one out? Amber, tangerine, ochre, or raspberry?
The answer is raspberry.
Amazing. Raspberry is not a shade of orange. Which is the odd one out? Cardinal red, claret, amethyst, or grenadine?
The answer is amethyst.
You're right. Amethyst is not a shade of red. Which is the odd one out? Ginger, bronze, sorrel, or platinum?
The answer is platinum.
You're awesome. Platinum is not a shade of brown. Which is the odd one out? Saffron, putty, slate, or ash?
The answer is saffron.
Excellent. Saffron is not a shade of black. You are doing fantastic. We are close to the finish line. Let's go. Which is the odd one out? Vermilion, amber, macaroon, or lemon?
The answer is vermilion.
That's correct. Vermilion is not a shade of yellow. Which is the odd one out? Walnut, turquoise, sienna, or chestnut?
The answer is turquoise.
Great job. Turquoise is not a shade of brown. Which is the odd one out? Gold, champagne, beige, or snow?
The answer is gold.
Fantastic. Gold is not a shade of white. Which is the odd one out? Admiral, sky, nutmeg, or cobalt?
The answer is nutmeg.
Excellent. Nutmeg is not a shade of blue. Last one. Finish strong. Let's go. Which is the odd one out? Tawny, walnut, sepia, or lime?
The answer is lime.
Perfect. Lime is not a shade of brown. You have completed the quiz. Head to my channel for more interesting quizzes. How many did you get right? Comment your score. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.